Chapter 3, A Parrot for Your Thoughts. Eric Soderbergh had the fastest mouth in Ms. Plum's class. You had to be fast when there were 8 people in your family all talking at once at the dinner table. Eric was the youngest Soderbergh, so at home he barely even got a word in edgewise. At school it was different. Eric talked all the time and was always stepping on other people's lines. That's what Ms. Plum called it. She said it meant that Eric was always finishing up other kids' sentences, giving their answers, and finishing their jokes. That morning during break, Brad tried to share his new joke. "Where do crocodiles keep their money?" he asked. "In a riverbank," Eric said quickly, and everyone laughed like it was Eric's joke. Ms. Plum looked up and asked, "Who can get me some lined paper from the supply closet?" Carlos's hand shot up first, but Ms. Plum crooked her finger at Eric. Carlos started to say, "Hey, that's not fair." Eric finished for him. "Sorry, dude." Eric grinned and went to the supply closet. He opened the door and stepped inside. He took a deep whiff of the yummy and nameless smell and picked out 5 sheets of lined paper. Next to the stack of paper, he saw a little green parrot staring at him. The parrot had bright black eyes and a red spot on his head. Was he real? The parrot cocked his head to the left and then the right. He was real. "Wow," said Eric. "That's so awesome," squawked the parrot. Then the parrot fluttered up to roost right on top of Eric's head. I don't know that I read that sentence right. Then the parrot fluttered up to roost right on top of Eric's head. Eric could feel the claws digging into his scalp. "Don't bite," squawked the parrot. That's just what I was thinking, thought Eric. But even so, having a talking parrot was worth the risk. "Look what I found," cried the parrot as Eric hurried from the closet. Eric had been just about to say that very thing. "Cool," said the kids. Miss Plum smiled cheerfully, took the lined paper from Eric, and nodded for him to sit down. Eric caught a glimpse of himself in the mirror at the back of the room. The parrot on his head made him look like a pirate. "Ahoy, mateys!" screeched the parrot. For such a little bird, he was awfully loud. "We will now review some important facts and statistics," said Ms. Plum. The class sat up straighter. Ms. Plum's important facts and statistics weren't like anybody else's. "How many people in the world have the same birthday as you?" she asked. Eric raised his hand. He always had his hand up to answer class questions, even when he wasn't really paying attention. But before he could make up an answer, the parrot squawked, "I can see Becky's underwear." Becky glared at Eric. "The parrot said it," cried the parrot. "But you thought it, didn't you?" said Brad. But before Eric or his parrot could answer, Ms. Plum called them back to attention and asked, "Well, who can tell me how a jar of peanut butter can make you rich?" Eric raised his hand again. "Mindy smells pretty," said the parrot with a parroty sigh. The class started to giggle. "Shut up," said the parrot. "Not you," said the parrot as Eric gestured wildly to the class. "Him," said the parrot as Eric pointed an accusatory finger at the bird. Eric tried to make his mind go blank. "I'm thinking nothing, murmured the parrot. "What else is new?" said Brad, and the class cracked up again. "That's not funny," cried the parrot. "I tell better jokes than you." "I mean, you steal better jokes than me," said Brad. "Geez, I really have to go to the bathroom," said the parrot. "I wish I hadn't eaten those beans last night." The class roared as Eric reached up and tried to grab his beak. The parrot scrambled out of his reach, his claws digging like pins into Eric's scalp. "Miss Plum, help me! How do I get rid of him?" the parrot squawked. Miss Plum said, "I'm sure you'll think of something, Eric. You're a smart boy." Eric glanced up at the parrot, who was now preening his feathers in a smug sort of way. Eric's eyes got a kind of gleam. The parrot began to murmur softly and dreamily, "Nice birdie, birdie, go away, far, far away. to the closet, okay? Eric gave Miss Plum a questioning look. Miss Plum nodded and slipped from his desk and he slipped from his desk and walked toward the closet. Here you go, crooned the parrot. Back in the nice warm closet, birdie, bye-bye. Everyone could still hear him murmuring as Eric slipped inside the closet and then burst out again, slamming the door shut behind him. The parrot had gone from his head. Eric opened his mouth, hesitated, then said softly, "Is he gone?" Everyone listened carefully. No sound from the closet. "Why don't you check?" said Tishala. "Look in the closet." But Eric shook his head. "That's okay," he said, and he slipped back to his desk. There on his desk was a yellow sheet of paper. How had that gotten there? No one else had one. Eric picked up the flyer. It said something that made Eric grin. He looked at Ms. Plum, but Ms. Plum was writing out a new fact on the board. "Did Miss Plum put this on my desk?" Eric asked. Tishala stared at him. When would she have done that? Eric didn't know, but he neatly folded the flyer and stuck it in his pocket. And at recess, when Brad said, "What's a polygon?" Eric knew the answer to that, but he let Brad say it. Question: how many people in the world have the same birthday as you? Answer: about 20 million. How can a jar of peanut butter make you rich? Turn it into diamonds. All you need is to cook the peanut butter at a temperature of 3,000 degrees under pressure of over 1,000,000 pounds per square inch. What did the flyer say? Good with words? Come join the springtime elementary debate team. First meeting today after school. Question: what's a polygon? Answer: a missing parrot.